Have you ever seen Indigenous people dancing? Or have you ever seen Indigenous warriors or soldiers doing a war dance? Dancing is and always has been a form of resistance for Indigenous groups of people throughout the world. At many times, it can be used or seen as a physical act of the release of, say, grief. But it's also an example and an expression of power, especially when done in groups. If you pay attention to the movements that are done during these dances, you can see the similarities throughout all Indigenous cultures. Let me show you a few of my favorites. I'm sure you've seen this one because it went viral, but it's being called the Freedom Dance, and it comes from a video of a Palestinian in Gaza during the Great March of Return dancing in front of essentially a field on fire, and it shows the similarities between Indigenous Palestinian movement and the Indigenous peoples of North America. Cool. I thought it'd be cool to show you some of the other dances from Indigenous groups throughout the region because they just look so badass doing it. Okay, so here in Palestine we have something called the debka, and this is what it looks like. There's this young girl who is performing it at a protest, the Great Return March, that used to happen frequently in Gaza. And it's pretty cool because she was leading it, which is usually led by men. Here is Palestinian debka being performed at a wedding, which is very common. We had a debka performance at our wedding. All the regions throughout the Levant have their own form of debka. For example, this is what Lebanese debka looks like, and I say this with so much love and admiration. They are so extra. This one's the shobi dance. I think I'm saying that right. This is from Iraq. So this is a cool one. This is called the Bada'a dance. It comes from Yemen. And it's actually a war dance. I'm sure you've seen it if you've seen videos of Yemeni pirates taking over Israeli ships in the Red Sea. They do this victory dance. Dancing is so important to Indigenous cultures, and so there's been this really big trend of Israeli soldiers showing off their dances on TikTok and Instagram mid-war. So I wanted to show you one of those too. How are you gonna fucking tell me these people are indigenous to my land?